Cool. So I think we're ready to go. Wait until you guys can see the Twitch feed and we can work out.
Yeah, I got it.
You got it? Cool.
Just mute the sound on TV.
Yeah. Yeah, mute your Twitch feeds because otherwise it will feed back into the game. I'm just adjusting the action cam a bit, trying to get everything in. I don't quite remember everything that happened, but I know that Cultist Overlord, he just recently summoned that Lebithin behind him.
Yeah, he summoned that way and you chose him, didn't he?
Yeah. And I think we just explored that room right at the top. But
yeah, but we didn't need to go in it, did we?
no, I drew an event card after we ended the stream, but I haven't turned it over yet, so I'll do that now and I'll read it out. Sorry, not an event card, an environment card. Because the event card we won't know unless we go in there. So it's an alchemist table, an old alchemist desk, no doubt full of strange and horrific creations. If you dare to look inside, you might find something useful. So this is a bit like when Jack stuck his fingers in the orifice earlier. So 1 is bad, you lose 2d6 wounds, that's really bad. 2, nothing, and 3, 4, 5, 6 is just all gravy. But you've got to weather an event card in order to go in there and do that. So, a bit dicey. But other than that, I think it was the beginning of the turn. I mean, the darkness roll says 4 at the moment. Does anyone know if we rolled that? I assume we did if we explored the room.
I think we did. I think we rolled it and then ended it at that point.
And I believe I have magic due to that roll.
Have you got magic back? Yeah, because that Cultist Overlord has just been sapping it all game long. So in which case, it's probably the trade equipment phase. Well, we can't trade with each other, but you can swap items around in your hand. You good?
I'm adjacent to something currently, aren't I?
Yeah, you're adjacent to the Cultist Overlord because I think it was decided you had enough stamina to get the hell away from it.
Yeah.
So we go in initiative order in that case. So probably Jack first.
Yeah, then me. Well, actually, then the Lebithin, then me.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
you need us back down there pronto, don't you?
Yeah.
Only
We're not going to go through.
get to
Then
that door. Because the Lebithian, I think, is being held back by the Cultist Overlord, isn't it?
Yeah, I can't remember what perks they had. Let's have a look.
Yeah, but it has got. Yeah, so it does have a ranged attack of 3, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, with the whip. So perk 2 was Burning Kiss. If strangle or at least 1 wound, it also ignites. And 6, Agile. Oh, they can move through Accursed and monsters.
Oh dear.
Okay, I might be in trouble one.
To be fair, actually, though, those are the perks from the previous Lebithin, and this one has only just been summoned, I think. So I probably need to re-roll the perks, but we're probably going to get exactly the same one again. So, but I'll roll it. So we've got Burning Kiss again, which we already had. Oh, but we don't have Agile, which is the move through. We've got Seductive Illusion. So any Accursed in line of sight from a Lebithin suffers -1 to Strength, Perception, and Mind.
Oh.
So
That again.
pretty rubbish either way, really.
Bastards.
What do you want to do?
Does that mean we're losing a stamina?
Yeah, Dave's right. Yeah, endurance affects stamina, so you lose a strength, perception, and mind if it can see you.
That's cool.
In fact, I'll remove these cards because you don't need those. So, Jack, what do you want to do?
Jack, what's your movement at 5?
My movement is 5, so I can double move down there and unleash the snake, potentially. I think that might be my only real choice.
I'm just wondering if you move 5, you can actually see it.
Do you think?
I don't think he can, because if Jack moves 5, I think he gets to here. We'll see a dice in a minute on the board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And from that angle, you can't cut a path across.
No.
How much health does the Libethian got? 36. Oh, nice.
Yeah, they're big.
Okay, so yeah, maybe 10 towards the door and...
What about, I don't know if this is possible, can Jack do his max move, then do a tumble? I know you're jacking in.
The movement phase.
Okay.
Kind of gone with before, so I doubt it. I also don't have enough stamina to tumble.
In which case, are you better off staying still to get a stamina back and then moving?
Possibly. I mean, I could do that.
Right, it's the Libethians go. Means only you and me get affected, Liam.
Yeah.
It may be the answer that I do effectively rest in my movement, move in my attack, so I can take myself up to 2 stamina.
And then next turn you can move and attack.
Yes, but if I do that, that is going to put bear with me, 1, 2, 3, 4. Puts the Libethian within 6 of me, so I can send in the snake at least.
Yeah.
So I think that's the best shout.
Does the snake not need line of sight?
It doesn't state that it does, as far as I'm aware.
Okay, that's quite cool. Do you want to move to where that dice is then?
Yes, please. So I bumped my stamina to 2.
Okay. And Dave's going to have a similar problem.
Yeah, well, the Libethian's going to go before me anyway.
Let's see if the snake can do anything useful. Should reach the Libethian, I think.
It does.
So, go trouser snake. It's a hit.
Nice.
What was it? 5, 10, lovely. 13 damage.
It's pretty good.
So, clones.
Yeah, 5.
Okay.
No.
Oh, hang on. Yes, okay. I saw all those white dice then and thought they were on the Libethian, but they're not. They're in the Cultist Overlord. So I'll put a 5 next to the Libethian. Yeah, that's cool.
If it belonged to Libethian, it'd be annihilated by now.
That's true. Okay, anything else, Jack, or are you spent?
That's me tapped out.
Okay, so is it the Libethian next or Dave?
The Libethian.
Okay, so I'm going to roll for behaviour, which is 1. So if without a target, move towards the nearest accursed, attacks its target with whipping, or any other accursed up to 3 squares of distance if it has no target. So it's just going to stay still, but it can hit Vicky.
No, this is scary.
Yeah. This is quite grim actually, because you can't get away from the first attack, can you? It has 3 attacks as well, Vicky. How much stamina have you got?
Only 2, so I can't even tumble out of its way because I'd still be within 3 of it.
Oh god, that's savage.
I could tumble 1 attack.
You can't, because you can't get out of range 3.
No, but you said it does 1 attack if I'm... Oh, yeah.
You could evade 2, I suppose.
Yeah.
Well, haven't you got some funky items like that consumable that lets you just like disappear and stuff?
I think I have to take it before a fight. That's the blending potion.
Oh, okay. Boo.
And other things I think I have are an oil flask and a lockpick, but you may need to tell me that's updated or not.
Yeah, you got blending, lockpick, and oil flask. Oh, rubbish. Okay, straight to attacking then, I guess. So it hits on a 4+. So first roll, it's a 5, I'm afraid.
I'll evade it. It does only get 1 attack per... Oh no, it's 3 attacks.
It's got 3. Yeah, it's pretty grim. So it is
Well, I'll
use.
what
Okay.
damage does it do?
2d6 plus 7.
Okay, I'm definitely evading. So I can evade up to 13.
Okay, so damage coming in. 6, 7 plus the 7, 14.
So that's one wound.
Okay, that's pretty good. Next attack. Oh, it's a crit. Oh no. That's 3d6 for damage plus 7. Oh god.
I'm evading.
Yeah. And I don't suppose this affects you, but you won't be able to use any items that give you armor points either.
I think I do.
Okay. Oh, that is grim. 10 plus 5, 15 plus 7. Is that 22?
Christ. Yeah.
Jesus.
That's 9 wood.
Is that
22 take 12.
Mm.
So 10 wounds.
Sorry, I thought you were on 13. Ow.
I am, but I have one armor point thingy.
right? You just got to pray that this doesn't hit, I think. Okay, last roll. It's a 2.
Got away with that one.
7 health left.
Bloody hell. Okay. So who's next? Is it Dave? Sorry, Vicky?
Face shield would be lovely.
Actually, talking of face shields, didn't you have one?
No, I think it got used up.
Did
I'm
it?
sure, I'm not up my picture, but I'm sure it wasn't on there.
Because I thought I dished out 3 face shields. Dave's was on 1 point, wasn't it? Or did that get burnt up?
Not
I
bad,
think it might have burnt up.
I had a face shield, and I thought Vicky did, because I think Jack was the only one without one, wasn't he?
Yeah,
No.
there's no one on me.
I had one when we played on the 25th September, but it was gone when we played on the 30th September, so...
Okay, you're putting doubt in my mind now, then maybe none of us have a face shield.
So I used it up in the last battle.
Okay, we'll assume no one's got one then, I guess. I just can't remember. Okay, so Dave, what do you want to do?
I'm thinking about getting a stamina back and then just moving. I've only got 2, so if I go put me up to 3,
Yeah, it's a good shout.
then move. Yeah, I'll do that.
Anyway.
Get a stamina back and then just move.
So, okay, that will put you adjacent to Jack, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, because you move 5, don't you?
I do.
Okay, you're alongside Jack.
Okay, that's me done. I've got no fury to do anything.
Okay, so Cultist Overlord is 5. Vicky. Are you higher than 5?
I'm 6.
It's over to you then.
Run
Right.
away.
I'm currently engaged.
Yeah.
But what I wanted
Spell on yourself to move.
what I was thinking was if I move the Cultist Overlord backwards, because I can push him into that room, can't I, if I move him diagonally?
He's got the. Yes, that would work actually. Yeah.
Or I can push him.
It will free up the Leviathan though.
Yeah, but it can. Oh, it can't move through things now, can it?
The Leviathan can't get past that Cultist Overlord, not where it is.
You might just have to take that risk. Because if I can push the thingy back, I can run backwards, which gets me out of harm's way. Jack and his. Then it frees you up to do whatever you want to or need to do, Liam, and Jack in his next turn can run around the corner by the door and fire arrows at it.
Okay, I mean the Cultist Overlord may come back towards us, or actually I could move forwards and hem them in that room if I was feeling brave enough.
Yeah, potentially, because then I can move you away next turn.
Yeah, provided you have source.
Depends what the cultist. What's the Cultist Overlord doing?
We won't know until it has its go, because his behaviour is different every turn. At the moment,
That, or
go on.
that, or I can push it backwards and then stay where I am.
Well, the only other way to get away from it is to tumble, and that's going to burn off 2 precious stamina. So your magic is probably a better shout.
Just thinking, if I can push it 4 backwards, it's not going to reach us anyway, because I'll end up putting it in the doorway of the steps.
Yeah, that's a good shout.
Isaac can come, it's back into that doorway.
Actually, the Lebithin will probably come forwards and then stop him coming through.
Well, even if he goes first, he'll be back in that doorway, which will stop the Lebithian coming through next turn, which actually isn't about them.
Okay, yeah, I'm with you. Okay, what do you want to do then?
Well, let me try and push him back 4. Ooh, 4 different numbers, which is good. So he gets pushed back 4 spaces.
Okay, so I'm going to move this whacking great big pile of dice, which is his damage.
Leave him there. Leave him there, Lim.
I just needed to move him to where the dice were. Oh, actually, I don't. 1, 2, 3, 4. I just need to swap some dice around because it's a bit confusing at the minute. So that is hers.
You can push him diagonally into the doorway.
Yeah, and I did. Yeah, I did. So he's gone maximum distance.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Source left. Do I attempt to heal myself, or do I attempt to imbue somebody with pain?
Heal yourself.
I self-harm.
Well,
Okay.
don't. You also can't anymore because of the item you picked up.
Oh yeah.
The penny drops.
Okay, I've healed 2 back. That puts me on 9.
We have a non-suicidal blood witch now.
Do this is
What we've done. We put a bracer on her so the knife just skitters off the wrist.
Yeah, basically. Okay, that's cool. So, Vicky, you tapped out. Were you going to move and stuff?
I'm going to move 4 backwards.
Okay, where do you want to end up specifically? Are you going towards the
I'm
door?
going to rest and move 4 backwards.
Okay. Are you going straight to the door as the crow flies?
I'll be 1 in front of the door.
Mm.
And place me to the side that's further away from Jack and Dave so that they can get round.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So then it's the Cultist Overlord, I think. So I'm going to roll for its behaviour. So it's got a 1. I think the dice just went slightly off the screen. Let's bring that back. So what's it doing?
There's no magic.
No, this one's okay. Well, it's not okay, but they're all bad. But it deals 1 wound to all cursed in line of sight, and every grim cultist within the dungeon, including itself, heals 3 wounds. So this 4 at the end here is going to go to a 1, and I've taken a wound. Vicky takes a wound, and the rest of you buggers are giggling. The deep giggle from the Nephilim.
We wouldn't need it.
That's protein.
Would you like a strepsil, Dave? Sorry?
What do we can do if we're in line of sight?
It reduces your strength, perception, and mind by 1.
Okay, so I didn't use any of that last time. That's good.
Well, your mind would have meant that you would have channeled slightly less source.
Right, I didn't use it anyway.
Okay, that's cool. So over to me. I'm going to get 2 faith then. Yeah, do it that way. So I've got 6 faith, which means I probably need to do some healing on you, do I, Vicky?
Yes, please.
What have we got? What have we got? What have we got? What have we got? We have.
The shame that the Cultist Overlord didn't move.
Yeah, it is actually. Yeah, it's quite a weird one, that. Oh, hang on. No, I did do it right. Yeah, it just does 1 wound to everyone. It just like stares angrily at everyone. I've got Life's Embrace, which is quite cool. So it costs 6, but I'll get a reduction of 2. 1 for my necklace, Saints Vitarius, and 1 because I've got I forget what it is now. One of my skills does it, reduces the cost of healing miracles. So that'll go down to 4. Every accursed on the same map tile as you is healed by 1d6 plus charisma.
What's your charisma?
Is it 5 or 6? I forget what it is now.
That's guaranteed.
Consult the map. I'm on 6 because of my mantle that I'm wearing. So we have I rolled a 1. So you've got 7. Everyone gets 7 wounds restored. Okay.
I'm now on 3 wounds.
Bit of a crappy roll, isn't it? Is what it is. Do I want to go wading? Do I want to go wading into combat with that Lebithin? Is that a clever thing to do?
I mean, I don't think it's going to get 3 hits from it again.
I guess I've got to do it then. So 1, 2, 3 puts me in the doorway. Don't like doorways.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Why is that?
Because Jack can move around next time and fire off his arrows, and if it moves forward, then technically it can split its attacks between us, not just on you.
I'm pretty tanky though.
Yeah, I know.
And Jack, if he wanted to, or Dave, or Jack, I suppose, could come close and share some of the pain.
Might be Dave. That's right.
Well, I can put 4 attacks on it, so do you want me to do that?
Yeah, go for it.
So I'm going to
I've got enough to drop 7 attacks on it if we really need it dead, Liam.
Okay, well, let's take away my 4 faith that I just spent, and I'll go attack it then. I'm on max stamina as well, so I should be okay for a little bit. So, first attack, what am I hitting on? What the fudge do I hit on?
3+, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, hit on 3+. Okay, so cool. So the first one is hit, and it's a demon, isn't it? So I'm going to do 2d6 plus 2 plus 3 minus 1.
2d6 plus 4.
Now that was a bit crappy, so I did 9. So a massive point of damage. So it goes up to 6. Attacking again. Oh, now that's a crit. That's a bit more special. So I'm going to do max damage. So that's going to be 6, 12, 16, I think. Minus the 8 is another 8 wounds. I normally only have 3 attacks, but whenever I do pull a miracle off, I get an extra attack. This is my 3rd one, which is a crit again. So that's another 8. So
7 attacks now.
and then the last one is a hit. What have we got? 6, 7 plus 4, 11. 3 more wounds, I think.
Yep.
So it's currently on. Was it 6, 12, 24? It's on 25 at the moment.
Cool.
I could cast a miracle to do another attack, but I don't know if it's worth it. And that next an extra attack would hit on a 2.
And do an extra damage, doesn't it? Oh no, that's a different miracle, sorry.
I don't think I'll kill it.
What's it on?
It's on 25 at the moment.
Got 11 health left.
Yeah, I don't think I can end it in one go.
Keep the faith back there, mate. I mean, that's made it to the point where I don't need to burn the stamina, which is a massive help, and I should be able to polish him off.
Cool. Nice. Okay, that's pretty decent. So I think we're done, aren't we? Darkness roll, whoever's rolling darkness roll these days.
Probably the Wheel of Misfortune. We tend to start with you.
Is it the Wheel of Misfortune? Okay, let's do a spin. So spin wheel. Off it goes. What we got? Oh, is that a 6 or a 5?
I want to say 5, but I'm not really close enough to the screen to determine that.
Looks like a 6 to me from here on the screen.
What do you think, Dave?
I don't know that thing. My Twitch isn't updating.
Oh, just hit the refresh button in your browser.
I am zooming in. It's a 6.
To 6, okay, cool. Hooray for Zoom.
-1.
Okay, that's decent. So Jack, you'll go.
Okay. You know what? Before I do anything at all, I'm going to send in the snake on the Leviathan again.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can do that at any stage in my go. So, go snake. Okay, that's a crit. So that's 18 and 2 poison.
Wow. So minus 18 damage. So minus the 8 is 10. It's only got 1 wound left. That's unfortunate.
Throw past words at it, it should die.
Jack, remember the words on the other dude. That means Dave can just come and open the door.
Well, I was going to say, do you want me to move? I've got enough movement to move and open the door before I attack, haven't I?
You do, yes.
Or do we want Dave by the door so I'm not stood right by it?
Makes no odds. Dave can move up to you next turn.
I think I'm going to be covering the rear anyway, because I think my designated role right now is just to hold the Cultist Overlord back.
Okay. In that case, Dave, shall I leave you room to get to the door?
Yes, please.
Okay, in that case, can you stick me in front of Vicky?
Okay.
Why do you want me in front of you? Why do you want to be in front of me?
Because it gives Dave an easy path through.
But you only take 3 steps to get to the door behind me.
But if the door's opening, I don't want to be at the front line. This way, I'm in the middle either way.
Yeah, okay, I see that.
Yeah, because you've got your sniper rule, haven't you? Which
Exactly.
yeah, okay. So you're in front of Vicky. So are you going to finish off that Leviathan?
I certainly hope so. I've got 4 attacks. So if I don't finish it off, I'll be really annoyed. Which is, at this range, I'm hitting on a 2. So first attack is a 1. Second attack is a crit.
It's gone then. It's not even bothered with the maths.
No, it's very...
The Overlord, I suppose.
Well, be careful here, guys, because obviously you don't want to finish it off. It's currently on 36. It's currently on 37.
We've still got 70 odd left. It'll be fine.
I can't hear what you're saying when you speak at the same time.
Slim, the dice that says 6 should be a 5.
Okay.
Because you were using all 5s last turn.
Was I counting up or down?
Up. But it's only got 36 wounds.
Okay.
And it's 110. I think Jack's good to hammer it a bit more.
Okay.
Should be safe.
Okay, so 2 attacks on it. And because the Leviathan's gone, I'm now on full damage, which is nice.
Yes, you are.
That's a hit. And that is... Got here. 5... 18 for that one.
I'll add them on at the end once you know what you've done.
Okay, second attack is another crit. So, bear with me. So
Have you taken endurance off your score?
what's that?
You taking the endurance off when you tell us what you kept?
I'm just about to do that for you. Bear with me. So, first one was 7 wounds. The second one was 10, so 17 wounds.
Plus the 7 you did originally, is it?
No, 17 total wounds.
Okay. And have you got another shot?
No, I missed the first one, killed the Leviathan, dropped 2 shots on the Overlord. That's me done.
Okay, so I'm going to add 2 5s, that's a 10. Bump that up to 5. So that's added 4 more. And we need 3 more, I think. Okay. Nice. So Dave, you're up.
I'll just run to the door and open it.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
I can get a stamina back first and then run to the door and open it, can't I?
Yeah, you can do.
I'll do that.
Vicky.
He's still in line of sight of me, isn't he?
I think he is. I would say yes.
You want to push him back further?
That's not a bad shout. That's not a bad shout. Once he goes into that end corridor, I mean, he's probably going to come out of it anyway, but you won't have line of sight to him at that point because you can only see in the map tile that's lit up by the person carrying the dark cart, which is me, and also adjacent ones. Sorry, Dave?
Hasn't Vicky got demonised though?
Have you?
Oh, no.
Yeah, I do. I can't remember what gives it to me.
One of the items you've got, I think it might be the one that stops your source burns.
Yeah. Anyway.
Oh, the Eye of the Primordial.
It might have been.
Okay, do you want to push him back?
Yeah, pushed him back 4.
Okay, cool. So, 1, 2.
Like Oculus Tech first that gives me demon eyes.
Ah, cool. Well, we're just going to push him out of the dungeon.
Yeah,
No.
sack him off.
Social distancing.
I'm not going to turn the action cam towards him because he's like miles away now.
That's where we want him.
Okay. I'm then going to stand still and gain a stamina. I'm then going to spend. What do? Mitigate a source burn. Gone. Each does use. So I'm going to spend 3 source to try and heal my last 3 wounds. Yeah. So glad I have this mitigating self-harming thing.
Effectively, you've got oven gloves on.
Yeah.
Oh, Jack, do you know what you forgot to do, Jack?
What's that?
And I'm amazed you didn't do this. When you killed the Leviathan, your carnal bow would have exploded out of its corpse.
Oh, cock, I forgot about that.
You can do that now, though. If we know it would have happened.
You would technically have had another attack on it.
Yeah. So you might as well just roll that now.
Fair enough.
You have to get up to the okay.
It would have hit, and it would have done 19, so 8 wounds.
Nice. It makes me giggle because you spent how many games wanting that bow, and you finally get it.
That's exactly why I can't remember it, though, mate. I'm waiting for it. So many games without it being there.
Okay. So, Vicky, are you doing anything else, or are you done?
Well,
You can javelin it.
you do.
Javelin.
Wait, am I within 12 squares? I don't think I am.
If you move forwards a square, you would be.
But I gain stamina.
Okay, yeah, you're just going to be one. Is the javelin's range 12, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 13 away. Unless, obviously, you could have elected him to only push him back 3 squares.
Nah, I'm good with that. I'd rather keep my stamina.
Okay, cool. So, we'll see. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, when you did your spell, rather than moving forward, just moving 3, it means that you could now shoot him.
But I hadn't changed my hand items, that's the other thing.
Oh, okay, fair enough. In which case, it's the Overlord. So see what he rolls. He has rolled, well, it's kind of a cocked 5. Let's see if I can rest the dice on it, which I can, so it is going to be a 5. So he does Soul Steal. If the darkness roll is a 1 and the attack scythe scores a critical hit, victim immediately dies. And oh, sorry, that's the perk. I'm looking at the wrong thing. 5, target the trophy with the highest health. Oh, this is bloody summoning again, isn't it? Target the trophy with the highest health value of 1 random accursed in line of sight. Place the trophy adjacent to the Overlord. Who did he summon off of last time? Who lost their Lebithin trophy to this guy?
They were all in a pool. Nobody lost anything. You had them all gathered, so we knew what souls we were doing later.
Well, we'd kind of decided that we'd killed 3 Lebithins, so at least 3 of us would have had a Lebithin trophy, and then we randomised it, and I can't remember who we randomly picked now. I suppose it doesn't really matter because we're all in line of sight, so we'll have to do it that 2 of us still have a Lebithin trophy left, and if it happens to land on us, he'll summon a Lebithin. Otherwise, it's probably going to be like a deviant or something.
Just a quick query on that one, though, Lynn. We've got another Lebithin trophy back now from killing that last one, don't we?
Yeah.
Souls for it.
That's a good point, actually. That's a good point. So that Lebithin was worth 26, split 4 ways.
Did we work out all the souls from all the previous stuff we killed?
Yeah, we've already calculated all of them. But we will get a 4-way split on 26.
Okay, so
I didn't get any of that.
2 get 7 and 2 get 6.
Okay, well, I'll take 7. So it puts me on 69.
I'll take 6. I didn't do anything.
So Dave's...
I'll take 7 because I covered all the attacks.
So Vicky got attacked, so while I got the death blow, I'll take 6.
Okay.
I have no idea what my soul count is at the moment, as I'm hidden away in London.
Well, I'm trying to update it, except my keyboard's decided to die on me, so just going to sort that out in a sec. Right, so Vicky's on 69, I'm on 69, Dave, you are on, you took 6, didn't you? So you're on 69 as well, and yep. Jack, you're on 66, you're on 68.
Okay, just a quick one, my crowns were silly high, weren't they? 300, wasn't it?
Yeah, 330.
330, lovely, thank you.
You stuck your hand in a wet orifice.
Yeah, I went for the glory hole and I got the money shot.
You did. You massively got the money shot. So, okay, well, let's say that me and Jack have, let's say me, Jack and Vicky, for argument's sake, still have a Lebithin trophy. Dave doesn't, so I'm going to roll a dice. I'm going to re-roll 5, 6, and I'm going to assume that I'm 1 and just work my way back. So I rolled a 1.
no way I'd have killed a Levithian.
No, but it doesn't really matter. It was just a random thing anyway. But it rolled a 1 anyway, so it would have been me. So the bugger's going to summon another Levithin, which will have to go in front of him because there's no space behind him. So Levithin is back on the table. And place the trophy adjacent to the Overlord, alive and fully healed. And that's it. He doesn't do anything else. He's just resurrected the dead.
Okay, I'm going to try and kill it in 1.
Okay, well, it's my go next.
I reckon you retreat, because it's not going to be able to run as far as you, is it?
No.
Well, the Levithin can move 6.
So I'll put
Yes.
it in the door then. If you move 4 steps back, it won't be able to hit any of us.
It's got a range 3 attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It could get in the doorway. Yeah. So if I
Jack or me.
Yeah, I'll stand next to Jack. I get 2 faith back at the beginning of the turn. Shall I give someone a faith shield?
I,
I've got all my stamina.
I'd quite like a faith shield.
Okay.
Me too.
Well, it's going to cost me 4 because that's with a 1 point reduction because it's normally 5. So it will wipe me out. So who's going to get most out of this?
Don't then. Hold it back in case you need the healing, mate.
Okay.
Yeah. Sensible.
You can heal the whole party. You can only shield 1 person.
Yeah. Okay, well I won't do anything else then. It's a pretty uneventful turn for me. So darkness roll. So let's consult the wheel of misery. So off it goes. Well, I say that. I think I kind of misclicked. Let's try again. Yeah, I misclicked. Right, off it goes. Is it a 3?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so Jack, you're up.
Hang on, wasn't the door opened?
Oh yeah, good point. Good point. And so we do exploration whilst we're in combat because that's the scenario special rule.
Yeah, probably we have to.
Ordinarily, wouldn't do this. Ah, it's the Necrostream. Awesome.
Oh, brilliant.
So these last 2 dungeon cards are irrelevant. I mean, incidentally, it was an intersection and a T-junction, so not that interesting anyway. So we can chip those off. So I'm going to get rid of those. And I'm just going to hop round to get the Necrostream.
Here, if there's anything in the Necrostream room, seriously hope not.
I don't know, to be fair. I'll have to go check out the quest in a sec.
Well, while Liam's doing that, guys, what's the vote? Do you want me to nuke the Levithin immediately, if there's nothing in the room?
Yeah.
Okay.
As well.
Because if I stagger the arrow storm forward, so the only thing in it is the Levithin, it's going to take 7 attacks, hitting on 2+.
That overkill, do we think? Or
What's that, sorry?
so is that overkill? I suppose if you include the Overlord, he's got to take 3 of them, isn't it?
No, if I stagger the attack forward, then he doesn't take any. But I
That's what
don't
I'm saying. Is that overkill to put 7 shots on a Levithin?
I just don't think I can kill it with 4 attacks. I'm doing 2d6 plus 8. With endurance is 8. So,
That's doing 2d6.
yeah.
I guess that might not be overkill then to do 7 on it.
That's roughly what I'm thinking. I can,
Misses and low rolls.
yeah, I mean, I can, hitting on 2+, I'm fairly sure I'm going to hit it. What's that?
You hit it, an arrow will ricochet out of it, so potentially you'll get 7 hits on the outcast as well.
No, I only ricochet if I kill it.
Oh yeah.
It would be lovely if it ricocheted on every hit, because then it would be 14 attacks. But
The chat seems very competitive.
let's see, because if there is anything in the Necrostream, then I won't be doing it towards the Lebithin. I might be dropping it that one.
Being that we've explored, the thingy moves around onto a red, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does actually. It's a good shout. So I think I've got everything kind of ready. So it says, what does it say? When an Accursed explores the Necrostream quest room, place an unexplored archway on the wall opposite the entrance. So I've done that. So we've already done the quest from the hall. So we've got a load of bad guys in that, including the Cultist Overlord.
Yep.
So the quest is completed when the Cultist Overlord and all remaining monsters are killed. During this quest, if the Accursed have not yet found the Necrostream, they must still explore even if they're in combat. When the Cultist Overlord reaches the highlighted bridge section of the Necrostream, so that is basically when he's on the bridge, he is overcome with the power of the Abyss and may now be permanently killed unless he moves off the bridge. So we've got to get him onto the bridge and then kill him.
Yep.
Because this has moved on to a red, I assume this is going to be treated like any other room when you move on to a red. So there's going to be an encounter or an event in here. So let's. Who wants to roll a dice? Or shall I might as well use the wheel, hadn't I?
Yep, Wheel of Doom.
Wheel of Doom. So let's
Roll high.
set that spinning. Actually clicked on it properly this time, so off it goes. So is it 1 to 3 is an encounter?
Awesome, yeah. It's an event.
It's an event, okay. Possible reprieve there then.
Just bad.
Yeah, some of them can be horrendous. So there's an event, so that won't trigger until so the event phase comes immediately after exploration, so which is now, but because we're not in the room at this point, it won't trigger just yet.
Okay.
What's the plan?
Well, the question here is the vote from the other guys was to nuke the Lebithin immediately.
Do you want to move backwards before you do that, Jack?
No. I've only got a range of 12, mate.
Ah, right.
So I also want to keep my stamina for the moment. So
Well, it wouldn't.
if I stay still.
It wouldn't cost you any stamina. You could move 2 squares back and still be in range.
Yeah.
No, I want to get the extra stamina. If
Oh,
I go back.
Okay.
Yeah. So if I do that, that puts me to 3. I'm then immediately going to drop myself down to 1 stamina, and here comes the arrow storm.
Okay.
And I'm going to stack it forwards so all 7 are hitting the Lebithin from 2+.
Nice. You've already done the maths on this, I take it.
Yeah, what's it setting up?
So, off we go. That's a hit. That is. So bear with me, I'm going to total the whole lot up. 1 hit for that. Second
The
hit.
perk from that Lebithin.
As you go.
Oh yeah, Dave makes a good point actually. We do have to roll for the perks on the Lebithin.
Yeah.
I mean, it probably doesn't make any odds to what Jack's doing, but just in case, we've got
-1 strength.
a 4. Yeah, so Dave's right actually. 4. She's got seductive illusion, so -1 strength, perception, and mind. She can see you. And the other one,
Yes.
the other one is a 5/6. Can move through accursed monsters. It has agile.
Okay. Yeah, I just assumed that I was on -1 perception. Anyway, first hit has been done. As I say, I'll total them all up at the end. You want to know as they go, do you, Vicky?
Yes.
Fine. First one hit for 18.
You can ignore the +8 because we know its endurance is 8.
Yes. So 10 wounds, effectively.
I just want to know what you rolled on the dice.
It's a suspense.
Okay, fine. The second one, I rolled a 6.
Awesome.
Okay. And that makes it 12 wounds.
I'm not worried about you totaling as you go.
Okay. I rolled a 2, so that's a hit. It's not so good. 14. Fourth hit. That's another crit.
Ouch.
So let's open this up. I've just got to turn this up quickly. So, what's its health?
Its health is 36.
Yeah, that last one killed it.
Really? Wow. So you're going to get an exploding arrow out of that from your carnal bow.
Yep. That's 1 free hit, so as it turns out, I could have killed it in 4 arrows, Dave. You were right.
Well, yeah, you were so lucky with the rolls, it could have gone either way.
You really could have, so. Exploding arrow. Yep, that has hit the Overlord. And that is hitting 4. Oh, fucking hell. 11. So nothing.
You've got 3 attacks left, haven't you?
No, because I aimed the area only on the Lebithin.
Yeah. And
your
On the
your turn.
other hand,
Your
on
turn.
the other hand, yep, hold on. I'm just going to claim the souls again before we forget.
So it's 2 with 7 and 2 with 6 again.
Yeah, so I'll have 7 and you'll have 7, I guess, Dave.
Okay.
So Jack's on 75, I think.
Could be everyone on 75 now.
I'm on 76.
Oh, right.
Yeah, Dave's on 76, and Vicky and I are taking 6, aren't we? So yeah, we're on 75. And I think Jack's forced to end his turn after doing Arrow Storm, aren't you?
I am, yes.
Basically,
Well, his fingers, they're a bit raw. And that's not from the orifice.
No.
That's from plucking away at that G-string.
Frantically plucking in the corner.
Liam, the bridge, are we still only allowed to step over it 1 move at a time?
Well, there's no rule about that, so I don't think that's a problem. I think this is a slightly less rickety bridge than other ones we've had before, so I think you're good. But we're probably going to need your spell quite a lot, Vicky, to maybe manoeuvre him.
Yeah, I think what we need to do, though, is maybe run the other side of the bridge so that we're in the right place when he...
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yep. The only thing I'm going to question very quickly is that last rule he did to resurrect a creature, did he need line of sight, Liam?
He did, but he had line of sight on all of us.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if it's worth a couple of us hiding round the corner. Because Dave has no Lebithin trophy, or Dave or Vicky, somebody doesn't have a Lebithin trophy. So if we keep the person who doesn't in line of sight, it means we have a 50-50 chance of it not being a feckin' Lebithin again.
Whilst I completely agree with that, if we go down that route, it means we'll split the pack, because the only way of getting out of line of sight is to hide round where I'm going to put the dice on the map.
Yes.
And then you've got another group heading back towards the door. If we get ambushed at any point, we could end up separated.
That's true, but if it's, for argument's sake, you and I in those corners, I've got my range aiming at the door and you protecting my back, Dave protecting Vicky, and Vicky with line of sight to make him move.
Personally, I'd rather they stacked up in the corridor in front of us, because I think we're stronger that way. And I'm not really fussed about a Lebithin appearing, because you can just nuke it from orbit.
Fair point.
It's the only way to be sure.
But this is a group thing, so what do Hudson and Hicks think?
Dangerous, kill him with fire.
Come on, Dave, you're a company man.
That's pretty much what my arms are doing. Come on now, this is $1 billion installation.
Oh, sorry, Vicky. Vicky probably feels left out because she's not seen Aliens yet, which we will subject her to at some point.
Oh, I thought that was a requisite for joining the club, wasn't it?
No, I think the club Valkyries, as I would just call them, have a completely different ethos. Probably slightly more grown up than us grunts.
I'm not going to comment on that one.
So anyway, I'm just a grunt. So Dave, you're up.
Shall I just move to the other side of the bridge and stand there? That's what we're going to do.
Yep.
Just be a bit careful splitting the pack though, because Jack is going to be lagging behind. I know Vicky can probably move him 4, but you could run for the door, but if we get ambushed, we'll have a pack in the middle.
Well, I was planning on resting and then moving because I need to gain some stamina still.
I could do that. I could get a stamina back and then move just in front of the Necrostream and move across next turn.
Yeah, do you want to do that then?
Right, I've got 5 stamina now, so that's all good.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, Dave's guarding the bridge. Who's next? Vicky?
Me, isn't it? What's the initiative of the Overlord?
He's 5.
Yes, me next. So I will rest. Get stamina back. I will then move 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 back.
Okay.
And then I'll spend 4 dice. Right, so I might use 3 dice to move Jack back.
Just a thought, is it worth you moving the Overlord faster? I can run 5, he only moves 4. We want to get him onto that bridge as soon as possible.
That's true, but if we roll a 1 next turn, Jack, you're going to be out on your own with a Cultist Overlord bearing down on you, because we'll have split the pack.
That is true. Fair point.
I can move him next turn when you're able to move with us.
Yeah, fair point.
So I'll move you 3.
Put me in the door.
Yeah, you sure, Vicky? Because that's an event card we're sat on.
Might move you 4.
Good shout.
2. Really much, not 3.
Last thing you want is a guillotine coming down on him.
So please don't make your biggest kill of the round move. I mean, okay, I'm worth 75 souls.
Because you're worth it.
Vicky just wants my money. Straight the 330 crowns off my corpse.
Move 4.
He's moving 4, okay. Anything else?
No, I only have 1 magic left.
Okay, so the Cultist Overlord's doing his thing. So rolling for him. He has a 2 this time, so if without a target, move towards the nearest Accursed and deal a scythe attack. So that's actually really good for us. So he's just going to move forwards 4 and just stare at us from a distance. He's slowly edging towards the action cam. My go, I'm going to generate 2 faith, and then I might as well just pull back. 1, 2, 3, 4, so next to Jack. I mean, I can go back again, but I don't think there's much value, is there, at this stage?
No, I wouldn't go too far.
Okay, I'll stay there. So, darkness roll. So, back to the Wheel of Misery. Okay, so I've managed to click on it again this time.
Wouldn't that event card have kicked off when we got in the room?
It's going to kick off in a minute.
Oh, okay.
5 or 6? We keep landing on the lines today.
That looks like a 6 to me.
Always good to go over 6. Means Vicky gets more sauce.
Mm-hmm.
You've got maximum sauce, Vicky.
Well, almost.
Are you putting your javelin on now?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because he's doing -1 mind, isn't he? Oh no, sorry, those negatives have all gone, haven't they? Because they were coming off for Lebithin.
Or were they?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So X maximum source. So there's no expiration, but we will trigger the event now. So fire tongues. Demon heads inhabit nearby alcoves. As you pass, they roar and shoot flaming projectiles. So one random accursed must immediately tumble or they will be ignited. If the accursed cannot tumble or does not have enough adjacent space, they are automatically ignited. That's actually pretty safe as far as event cards go.
Does that only happen the once?
Yeah, so I'm just going to roll, starting at the front. I'll start with me, I'm number 1, Jack 2, and so on. So I've rolled a 3, so it's actually getting Vicky.
I'll spend 2 stamina, and I'll tumble 1 back.
Okay, so one random accursed must immediately tumble or they will be ignited. So Vicky is tumbling back. What about...
Stamina.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, I think we've got off slightly there. So Jack, over to you.
Okay. What do you want me to do, guys?
So is he sat on 60 wounds at the moment?
Yep.
Jack is on the edge of his range at the moment. The Cultist Overlord is 12 away.
You don't want Jack to kill him though, because then he'll just come back with full health again.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you
got
get
that.
50,
One at a time.
and choose to stop hitting, I guess.
Yeah. I was going to say, he's got, what, 66 left, did you say, Vicky?
There's like
So
50
he's
left.
61, so he's got 49 health left.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I might do them a couple of times then. I mean, I can't do anything else realistically, so I may as well take the stamina back and take a couple of pot shots.
Thing is though, Jack, if you actually took a stamina back and then moved back, we could then all get into position.
It's a fair point.
It's got time to hit him.
Yeah, got plenty of time going yet, so in that case I'll have a stamina back, and where would you like me to move to?
I suppose next to Dave would work. 1, 2, 3. No, you can go one behind Dave actually, so you can go 1, 2, 3, 4.
You stand at the back of the bridge.
Oh yeah, you got your stag boots, haven't you?
Yeah. So yeah, stick me in the back of the bridge.
Thinking about it though, the Cultist Overlord only moves 4, so if you do move 5, you will be out of range at the beginning of next turn.
I think we can start moving him.
Okay, that's cool.
I'm going to help.
Okay, so in which case, Dave, what do you want to do?
Well, should I stand on the other side of the Necrostream?
You might as well stand by the door.
I'll do that.
One forward at the back of the bridge, Dave, because then if he does get on there, you can twat him quite hard.
That's true. We'll do that.
Remember, Dave's also got his funky leap ability now as well. He can pretty much go wherever the hell he wants.
Very good.
You could just leap into the Necrostream if you fancied it.
Well, Vicky's just self-harming one round here.
But you'd look like Venkman off of Ghostbusters 2. Anyway.
We could have Denethor at the end of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Okay, so, sorry, how far do you want to go back?
It's probably on the far side of the bridge.
Okay.
And I'll get a stamina back from the attack phase. As well.
So, Vicky?
I will spend 4 stamina to try moving forward. Yeah, so he moves 4 forwards.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm resting to gain a stamina back. How far away from me is he?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Is it worth me throwing my javelin at him? Is he a demon? He's not, is he? He's human.
He is human.
So I'd only be doing 1d6 plus 2 damage, which is 8. So I won't be doing that. Oh,
Is
plus
it
my
worth you just-
perception. I'd only be doing 11 max anyway, so there's no point in throwing my javelin at him.
Is it worth you getting to the other side of the bridge?
I think so.
Yeah.
I can do 4.
Do you want to stand next to Dave?
Yeah, just means you can't come off the bridge.
Well, Vicky, do you want to stand next to Dave behind Jack, or do you want to stand north of Dave so you've got the Necrostream in front of you?
You'd still be able to see him.
I can only move forward, though, and the bridge is 2 movement, isn't it?
No, you can move diagonally, so you can go 2 back and then 2 diagonally to stand north of Dave.
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, do that.
Yeah, so you go 1, 2, 3, 4. Just creates a few more tumbling options, I suppose, if we ever need it.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you spent, Vicky? Are you done?
Don't forget my wolf, though. Although I have got, does anyone need healing?
No.
No, all good.
Should I imbue Jack with pain?
No, I don't want to risk killing him. If I did a couple of attacks and then got a crit at a bad moment with that extra damage, it could be risky.
Okay.
He's not going to get to the bridge yet.
Okay.
Leave it then this time.
Rolling for the Overlord. He's got a 6. That's bad news. Source is removed from all Accursed and cannot be channeled until the start of its next turn. Deal behaviour 2 to 4. So if without a target, move towards the nearest Accursed and deal scythe attack. So he's going to go forwards 4, and he's just sucked all source energy out of the dungeon.
So you should have imbued with pain. Nope.
Right, okay, so my go, presumably I'm going to just back up and stand 1 in front of Jack.
Yep.
So I'm going to generate 2 more faith, puts me up to 8 now, which is pretty nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think I'm spent. So, darkness roll, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So, what does the will have? Will of misery got? Okay, off it goes.
Oh, wow.
Oh, shit.
Tired.
Nice.
Can I roll
Nice.
6 event or monsters?
Yeah, go on then.
An event, I rolled a 4.
It's the vents. It's going to hit someone at random. So, do you want to roll the dice, Vicky? I'm 1, Jack's 2, Dave's 3, Vicky's 4.
Rolled a 1.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Depressing agony.
All of it.
Oh, the feelings of the dead become amplified, tearing at your consciousness. Their combined anguish floods into your mind. 1 random accursed, well that was me, must take a Mind 2 test for every 20 souls in their possession. What? What?
I'd have been better with this one.
That could be horrific. I mean, it's bearable, but God, that could devastate you.
So you've got to take 3 Mind 2 tests.
So what's the consequence?
The test must be taken at least once, regardless of souls. So success, you remain strong, focus your mind. Failure, the fears and dreads of your captured souls spread through you. Suffer 1d3 insanity. It's not too bad actually. But it's going to be worse than
I've
that.
already done 2 times.
Yeah, so well, I'm not going to pass it, am I? It's a Mind 2 test, so I'm never going to get this.
Read your mind.
3. Well, I failed the test already, so I'm going to get 1d3 insanity. I've rolled a 5, so I've gained 3 insanity. However, I do have the Helm of Nightmares. So for every insanity, I can roll a dice. And on a 3+, I avoid it. So 3 dice rolls. That's a 2. That's a 4. So I'm going to mitigate one of these. and that's a 2. So I lost, or I acquired 2 insanity as opposed to 3.
And now you've got to do that twice more. You've got to do it for every 20 souls you've got. You've got 75
One random accursed must take a mind 2 test for every 20 souls in their possession. The test must be taken at least once regardless of souls. Yeah, it does read like that. Oh, this is bullshit. No, failed again.
Well,
So, oh god, another 3. Helm of Nightmares is mitigated 1. Not that one. Mitigated another 1, so I've taken another insanity. Third mind test. Again, I failed it. Again, I'm getting 3 more insanity. Rolled a 6. Helm of Nightmares. The only thing keeping me alive right now is just mitigated 1. Not the next. Oh no, mitigated the second one. And then I took 1, so I've gained another insanity. So I've just gained 4 insanity. There could have been a lot worse.
Also, to be fair, Liam, I am holding a tentacle which I could pass to you.
Well, that's all good because I've got a
All
tentacle too. We've all got tentacles. It's Yurotsuki Doji.
Well, we like the Cthulhu fucking club over here.
tentacle.
Well,
I'm not part of your club.
It's a cross
Yeah,
between.
mine 10.
You're not member.
Would you prefer, Vicky, Cthulhu or Japanese hentai?
One and the same, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it could have been worse. I mean, it's not great, but it is what it is. So, over to Jack, I think.
What do you want me to do? Should I shoot him?
It's too risky, isn't it?
Well, I don't have to use all my attacks, Liam.
Is it worth at least falling back a space before you do shoot him?
Yeah, can do. Drop me back so I'm diagonally down, so I'm not at the back of the bridge, I'm back 1.
Okay, so there.
Let's count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, actually, you know what? Put me diagonally back 1 from Dave. Back against the door.
Well, you've got the range.
Yeah, so I may as well just be at the back row.
You're currently 11 away from him.
Yeah, so if I go back so I'm diagonally behind Dave, that puts me within range.
Yeah.
And I can be a coward, so I'm going to be.
Well, we're all going to have to be on that back row eventually. We've got to get onto that bridge.
Well, anywho, I shall shoot at him. So, first shot is a hit. That was a 4. So, 9. Don't have the minus, so 18 that one was.
There's 7,
So-
Wayne.
Yep, so worth doing another one. Whew. That's a 2, so I hit him. 7, 16 that time, so another 5.
So he's
You got 12.
12 more, so let's just work this out. So I need 2 5s. And that one goes to a 3.
I would keep hitting Jack currently.
Okay, third attack. That's a hit, that's a 3. So, oh dear, that's crap.
That back dice limb needs to be a 3, not a 1.
Oh, yeah, so it does.
14, so that's another 3 wounds.
So that'd be, I'll do a 5 and a 1. Where's the 1?
Go again, Jack.
So that was another 3 wounds, so Liam's got that. 5 and
Yep.
a 1. So, drop the last attack on him or not bother?
Drop the last attack.
Okay. That's a hit, that's a 4. We've got 5, 7, 16. So 5 more wounds.
Okay, cool.
81 on it, so we've still got 29 health left.
Yeah, but the moment he gets onto that bridge, we can really mess him up.
Yeah, I mean, Dave's just going to split him in half.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
If I get a chance before that.
Still only counts as one.
Would you like a box to stand on, Dave? Anyway, Dave, it's your go. Do you just want to stand there and shout, or?
Shout angrily at the outcast. Let us all have a turn.
Yeah, Dave's not seen much action this game, unfortunately.
I haven't fought anything. I've just run around opening doors.
You have made a few wisecracks, though, so you know, still pulling your weight.
I have got my concierge today.
Have you got a nice red jacket?
Don't work at butlins.
Right, Vicky, time for your. Oh, you got no sauce, have you?
No, what did Dave decide to do? Just stand there.
Absolutely sweet FA.
Well, I'm going to.
Dave's a financial advisor.
Today.
I'm going to gain a stamina, and then I'm going to forego my attack and step one backwards.
Okay.
And that's me done. I have no magic.
So let's
Annoyingly, otherwise I could have got the room with us.
Cultist Overlord then. So he's rolled a 2 this time. So if about a target, move towards the nearest Accursed and deal scythe attack. That's what we want. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, shame I don't have my magic.
Yeah, it would have been on the bridge. I could have ended this. But that's the way it is. Generating faith. So I've got 2 more. I might, just in case this all goes horribly wrong, I might actually put a faith shield on myself since I'm quite close to the front here. So I'm going to dump 4 faith to give myself a faith armor. And then I'm thinking of maybe just standing 1 in front of Dave, because then he's still come onto the bridge.
I'm assuming we don't destroy the bridge when we're attacking him.
No. No. In case you don't know how the word no is spelt, is N-O, or if you're a child, is N-O.
And if you need a hint, it's written on your dice.
Yeah, there are also other synonyms for it, like Foxtrot Oscar.
Foxtrot Romeo Oscar.
Necrostream.
Hang on, is Vicky still talking? Nah. What did you say, Vicky? Sorry?
Just make sure you didn't fall into Necrostream. It was a different question to previously.
I'm okay. I've got 3 rafters underneath me from what I can see on the graphic.
Mm-hmm.
They're not steel though. They look like old bits of wood. Right. So darkness roll, isn't it? Who's rolling? Vicky.
Yep.
I rolled a 5.
All good. All good. And there's still no magic. Well, there's no magic this turn, is there?
Did we roll his behaviour last turn?
Yeah, we did actually. So yeah, you will channel this turn. Yeah, my bad. You will channel, but Jack is up first.
He's got how much health left? 40 something, isn't it?
29.
29. Well, I'll shoot him at least once. 3 stamina. So first shot. It's a hit. 5. 6. 1. Oh god. 16. So 5 wounds.
I'd hit him again.
Yep.
24 to go.
That's a 2, so that hits. Sniper's ridiculous.
It is good.
15, so 4 wounds.
20 to go. Might as well hit him again.
Well, I really don't want to get a crit. That's all. Hang on, 2 seconds. No, that'd be fine. Even the crit's only going to do 10 wounds to him. So it's 5. So it hits. So oh, fucking hell. Yeah, didn't need to worry about that. I rolled 2 ones. So I've done nothing to him and have 1 attack left.
No,
But
go for it. Go for it.
And that one is a crit. That's 10 wounds.
Running
He's got
out.
100 wounds. He's got 10 wounds left.
I'm running out of dice here.
You want to just leave 2 dice there and take the rest away?
Well, he's on 100, isn't he? So yeah, makes sense. Okay. In fact, I might do something a bit more creative because the Grim Warden symbol of a 6 looks a bit like a 0. So he is on 100.
Nice.
Okay, so Dave, concierge.
Let's get my Nephilim pom-poms out. Can't do much else at this point. No, Jack, he's our man. If he can't do it, no one can.
I think because of turn order, Liam is going to get the final blow.
Unless he does something weird. I mean, he might just stare at us and summon something.
I can follow the bridge.
Yeah, that's true. So straight to Vicky then.
So I'm going to rest to gain my last stamina back. I'm going to... How far does he need to go to get onto the bridge?
4.
4, isn't it?
Bear in mind though, guys, I mean, he might absolutely smash me in the face.
Yeah, but you can tump it, can't you?
That's true.
Okay, he moves 4 onto the bridge.
Is it worth imbuing Liam with pain?
Oh, good shout.
I can go 2 dice.
I've never been imbued with pain, have I? Feel warm and fuzzy.
Might have stubbed the toe.
Well, that's imbued with calamity.
You have an extra 2 damage, Liam.
Sorry, Vicky?
You have an extra 2 damage.
Thank you very much.
Then you've got 10 wounds left.
Yeah, let's see what he does though. So his behaviour is a 1. So deal 1 wound to all cursed in line of sight, and every grim cultist within the dungeon, including itself, heals 3 wounds.
That's good. You take 1 wound.
That's annoying. I'm gonna mark a red dice so that we know that 100 has -3 on it.
Yep.
There's no way I'm gonna stick a load of dice down. No, that's awesome result, really. So I go. I then.
Damage. 13
Sorry.
wounds.
Sorry, Vicky.
You've got to do 13 wounds.
13 wounds. Is that possible? Okay, so 3 attacks. So first one hits with a 5. I'm going to spend a faith point to add +3 damage to this with my faith hammer. Yeah. So I did 5, pretty poor. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, minus the 11. 2 wounds. That's pretty rubbish. Let's try again.
You get your attack because you performed a miracle.
That's right, yeah. So that attack misses.
You
Third,
like you did last time, the extra 3 damage.
yeah, but that one missed, so I couldn't even do it. Third attack has missed as well. It's a 2. So my 4th attack has missed as well. So I'm gonna do blessed attacks, I think, since this has been so poor, which will cost me 3. Actually, it cost me, yeah, it does cost me 3. And I get another attack which hits on a 2+. And I've rolled a 2, so that does successfully hit this time. Damage is 4, 5, 6. I'm going to spend a faith to add another 3. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 10, 11 from Vicky, 12, 13, 14. So it's still not great, minus the 11, 3 more damage.
Yep.
It's on 102, so it's got 8 health left.
Well, that sucked. I just realised I'm an idiot because I could have just done Bolt of Justice and did 1d6 plus charisma wounds on it. Sorry?
Isn't that only on demons?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, good point. Yeah, he's human, isn't he? He is human. Right, okay, so, well that was just garbage. So, darkness roll, Vicky.
I rolled a 6.
Awesome.
Right.
Just to be clear, Jack, you're out of arrows now.
I'm actually feeling a bit guilty, so I might just go and twiddle my thumbs and say, Dave, finish him off.
Yeah, go on, Dave.
Let's not take that risk.
Nah, let's take the risk. Dave's done nothing all game. Surely you can't deny him, Vicky.
I've got 6 stamina. If you attack me, I'll just tumble.
I'm giving this one to Dave.
Right, let me walk in and go and smack him up.
Well done, Jack.
Right, so first attack, all game. It's a crit.
Hooray!
At least he's dead. I've been slapped into oblivion.
They've just given us.
You couldn't have scripted that better if you wanted to.
Not going to peak too early.
Yeah, well played, Jack and Dave.
Dave's just been whipping his fist back for the last 8 rounds, waiting to unleash it.
Just winding it up.
Yeah. Dave, have you been a bit? You're just releasing some pent up aggression, are you?
Yeah. Rather than nuking him from orbit, I nuked him into orbit.
Right.
I think
Okay.
let the Wookiee win.
Right. There's loads of stuff to add up here, so we'll do our usual double or triple accounting on this, and no doubt I'll read it out wrong. So we killed a load of stuff way back when he first popped up with all his mates. So there was.
You said for all of that.
No, because I couldn't do that until we actually killed him off. So we generated 1d6 deviants. Now from memory, it was either 4 or 6. I can't remember exactly how many. I think you might be right. So 4 deviants, which would be 7 souls each.
Right, 28, so that's 7 souls each.
We then had.
All of them.
No, I don't. I think Dave's right. I think it was 4 because I did have 2 knocking around on their own at one point. And Grim Cultists we had 6. So they are 9 souls each.
54.
54.
Then we had the Cultist Overlord himself, who was worth 35.
That it?
117, that is.
There's a bit more to come, so a 4-way split on that.
No, I mean, is all he's worth 36? That's a bit shocking.
Yeah.
35.
2 of us will get 29, 2 of us will get. No, that's not right. 117.
54, 35, 2 seconds, Dave. I'm cheating. So 54.
One will get 30, one will get 30, 3 will get 29.
Thought you said we had 117.
I don't know. You can calculate it.
117 divided by 4
Yeah.
is 29 and a quarter. So 3 of us are getting 29, one's getting 30.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Oh, hang on.
I'm going to make a new Twitch screen in which says, instead of "be right back," it just says "doing the maths."
Put the countdown clock, mate.
In fact, let me just switch it over.
I'll just take up from the top and slide anywhere else. There you go.
Here we go. We're just going to go to... Right, and we're back. So what's the result, people?
Jack's getting 30 and the rest of us are getting 29.
Jack's getting 30. Okay, so Jack, you were on 75, so you're now on 105.
Yep, Dave and I are on 105. You and Vicky are on 104.
Okay. I'm going to have like a troll scratching its head on the doing the maths page or something. Okay, we also got we've got a rare item. So
Where's Joe? We got to go out this door first.
no, I think we're done because that is the exit, and the quest ends, I believe, as soon as you kill the Cultist Overlord and all monsters, which we have done. So the quest is complete when the Cultist Overlord and all remaining monsters are killed, which we've done.
Nice.
So there's a rare item draw. So I think we've probably had most of the good stuff out of this, but let's see what we got. We have a leather cap of massive disappointment. How is that? How is that in the rare item deck? That's obviously Mauro Pane just laughing at people.
Bad things happen in Darklight.
Clearly. So when equipped, to be fair though, I'm not sure that all of us have headgear, and when equipped it does give +2 evasion.
I could do with that, if nothing else.
Yeah, do you want the cap of disappointment, Dave?
Well, I'll put it on.
He did take the final blow. Quite fair.
Off his head as I took it from his shoulders. Is that weight 1?
It's weight 1, which I think takes you up to 16.
Yeah, I'm 16 now, yeah.
And it's going to give you an extra 2 evasion. So actually,
in the range of 18, so a value of 9.
yeah, it's okay. Serves
Not really, but you know.
Serves a purpose, I suppose.
We're evading 15 damage now.
That's pretty decent.
Without tumbling. That's pretty good.
We also pick up a reward. So each accursed receives 4d6 times 10 crowns. The group leader also takes 1d3 rare loot cards and chooses 1 to distribute with the standard loot rules. Discard any remaining rare loot cards. You do not have to... Oh, and this is the best bit.
When we roll for D6, is it just one person rolling, or do we all roll our own D6?
Well, it does say each accursed receives 4d6 times 10 crowns, so actually it's 1 dice. Who wants to roll it?
Well, if we all roll dice each, then we can add them together. We've all contributed them.
Okay, well I'm going to use the wheel of annihilation. So where is it?
I rolled 6.
I got 5.
I got a 5.
Wow, no pressure then.
A 4.
I rolled a 4.
20.
Okay, nice. We get another 5 souls each then, I guess. Oh no, sorry, my bad. It was 4d6 times 10, so 200.
You get 50 each.
Hang on, is that gold each or for the group?
Each accursed receives 4d6 times 10. Oh, bloody hell.
No.
We get
We have to get
200
2
each.
Bloody hell.
We're in the money.
Jack's rolling it out. We can even buy a house now.
Yeah, going to say that.
Maybe a horse.
To be fair, I can buy a house of my own.
Well,
You've got 800 crowns then.
I thought the cheapest one was 500.
Thought it was 8.
Either way, don't forget this time, Liam, when we go to town, sell those bloody scriptures.
yes, I need to sell the scriptures, and Jack can have his own house for social distancing purposes. The rest of us can all catch COVID-19 in our hovel.
Well, I know one thing about the fight before.
What was that?
So can I upgrade my weapon, seeing as we've got bucket loads of money?
Well, we can probably do the +1 to hit because we've got the crafting components for that, but we wouldn't be able to do the +d6 damage because we don't have any gold.
It won't do, it's fine. As
You
can
might
find-
slice gold.
Find
That
some
was
cheap crap gold thing.
Sorry, one at a time, Dave.
Either that or we find some cheap crappy gold thing.
Okay, I don't think you can buy gold. I think you've got to find it. What were you saying, Vicky?
I said out of the cards that you're picking in a minute, you may find some gold amongst that.
This is very true. Who wants to roll this, or shall I do the spinner?
What we're rolling for?
We're rolling for 1d3 rare loot cards.
I thought you just took 3 next one, mate.
No, I don't think it is. Let me check. Let me get back to the rules again. Yeah, leader. Leader also takes 1d3 rare loot cards and chooses one.
Okay.
You should do that.
We'll do.
Okay, but before I do that, that's not the best bit. This is the best bit. You do not have to journey to return to your previously visited settlement.
Awesome.
That is nice. So I think that exit is kind of like a town portal sort of thing. So you just go straight back to town. So the wheel of piss poor spinning is off it goes.
Now the Wheel of Fortune.
It's Wheel of Fortune. Okay, Wheel of Fortune spinning away. Come on, baby, give us a 6. So badly want a 6. It's a 3. It's not bad. That's 2 cards. So 2 card pull. So we have some interesting stuff. We have a dragon shield. So 4 strength required. It's one hand. It does weigh 2. When equipped, it does +2 evasion, +2 armor, +2 resistance to fire. That's really nice.
Okay, that's you three to fight over that.
I can't use it.
Dave, can you not hold a shield?
It's armour, isn't it?
Oh, balls, it is. Yeah, it is.
You-handed anyway.
It also, it's made of demonite and it sells for 180.
Okay.
You'll use it though, won't you?
Well, the thing is with my faith shield, I get +2 evasion, +2 armor, so it's the same. But rather than the resistance to fire, I get +1 armor when suffering attacks from demons. So I think the faith shield is probably has the edge. The other thing is, but it does sell for 180, so that's really good. The other thing is a weird one. It's the Tribute of Argoris. So it's a consumable. It's a demon eye, and it belongs to the Argoris spell branch, I think. So it's a consumable. Look under the treasure token within the map tile you are currently in and take the required cards as if you had searched it. Once you have had a look, place these cards beside this room so that when the chest is searched, you will take them. Roll 1d6 after each use. On the score of 1, the power of the eye fades.
How much does it sell for?
Nothing.
I think the other one's better.
Take the shield.
We've got a crap load of money, is the only thing, but
I mean,
we want to use that to spy in the chest. It would also mean that we're not going to suffer the possessed chest anymore.
there is that, and also it gets around lock chests. You don't need lockpicks, so it does get around those two
Is it
things.
consumable?
It's consumable, and it keeps going unless you roll a 1, I think.
Well, I can't carry it 'cause my belt's full anyway.
Mine too. But once it's like faded out, do we lose it?
Yeah, it's gone.
Yes.
Yeah. See, I think the other one's worth having, just to sell it.
Fair enough.
It does weigh 2. Can anyone actually carry it?
Me.
Yep, can.
It's also made of demonite, which is a nice crafting component, because we need a demonite shard to craft Dave's weapon if we do want +1 to hit. We could actually use this shield instead, potentially, and keep the demonite shard so that it has more uses, as well as being worth a load of money.
Yeah.
Also, don't we have a crap load of demonite?
I think we only have 1 shard left. Just having a look to see who's got what.
I've got raw Ethereum and ×2 and Dragon Eyes ×2.
Oh, maybe it's the raw Ethereum that does +1. Let me just have a look in the blacksmith thingy a sec, because it might affect our decision.
The only thing I'm thinking about here is if we have enough to do the +1 to hit a second time, that would make my bow an automatic hit on anything that's more than 4 squares away.
That-
Always a myth, isn't it?
Yeah, one is a critical fail, I think.
No, not worth it for me then.
So, Demonite Shard on its own. It does specifically say Demonite Shard, actually. So, yeah, maybe you can't use the shield as a crafting component then. Yeah, because it says Demonite Stone, which is different. So, it's probably meant to be the same thing, but well, either way, I mean, it sells for 180. So, what do you want? A load of money, or do you want something that lets you spy in chests, potentially get around lock chests and possess chests?
I think he wants the money.
I think it ultimately would be more useful. The other one, we're not.
The only question I've got is what use have we got for money at this stage?
Crafting weapons, tattoos, houses.
Fair point. Take the shield and sell it.
Okay, is everyone happy with that?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, well, temporarily at least, it doesn't really make much difference because this will all get sorted out in town anyway. But for the purposes of carrying it, Jack is currently carrying it.
Yep.
Dave has a leather cap. So it's now the leather cap of mild disappointment.
Unfortunately, I'm just picturing it now that on top of Dave's oversized character, it's going to look like the woolen cap of Jane.
He will look like he's got a shrunken head, I suppose, a bit like Beetlejuice. Because it's going to like pull in all your hair, Dave.
Well, a man wears a hat like that, he knows he's not scared of anything.
Well, on that note, I'm gonna stop the recording.
Good night.
So good game, guys.